Hey there everyone, ni hao, this is Chokito and today I'm gonna share with you 5 things I really miss about living in China. 我们开始吧。Okay, so the first thing I miss about China would be convenience. Life in China is extremely convenient, probably like in no other place in the whole world. To buy literally anything you want, you only need your phone. You can buy anything as small as a single clip or a headband to huge furniture, electronics, or anything that comes to your head. You can also buy any products from convenience stores or supermarkets, mini markets, even very simple things like chewing gum. You can buy it from your phone and there's gonna be a guy who's gonna deliver it to your home. And one of the key moments is that the delivery fees are actually quite cheap as well. And food deliveries are actually made really fast. I'm not lying. Actually, I remember this one occasion when I was ordering KFC. Yes, I do like KFC. And I ordered it, and 7 minutes later, somebody was knocking on my door, and I was like, who could this be? And I opened the door, and I was shocked because there was a delivery guy standing with my delicious chicken, and I was shocked. It was just 7 minutes after I have paid for the order. And of course, to wrap up this section, we have to talk about mobile payments. You just need your QR code, and the scanning process is really quick. Most of the time, you don't have to scan any QR code and input like the pricing or anything. You simply show your QR code and they scan it for you, and that's it. Beep, and it's paid. Many convenience stores have self-service paying machines, so you just do it by yourself, and since there's several machines, you really do never have to queue up or waste time. Also, there's so many shops that are open 24/7, so any time of the day, if you get hungry or in need for something, you can just order that from your phone, and you will most likely get it delivered within 30 minutes. Another thing I miss about China would be the people. As I stated in previous videos, Chinese people are very chill, being cool, nice, friendly. Rarely you would see them angry or aggressive. And perhaps something most foreigners didn't know is that Chinese people are actually pretty open-minded and very welcoming. It's very easy to make friends. People are usually willing to get to know you and treat you well. It's not rare to be approached by somebody or to approach a group of people in some bar or some social occasion and to be treated as you were one of their friends from a long time ago. And perhaps what impressed me the most from the very beginning is how generous they are, often sharing snacks with each other, offering to pay for the bill, or helping you out when you ask for it. And something that happens very often in China is if you're going out on a night drinking with your friends, especially if you had some extra drinks, by the time you wake up, you would check your phone and have tons of new WeChat contacts and not knowing how they ended up there. But usually the reason is that Chinese people are very friendly and easy to make friends with. Okay, so the third thing I really miss about China is safety. And oh man, this one is so crucial. I actually forgot how unsafe life is outside of China. I can assure you that not even 1% have I ever felt unsafe in China, anywhere. Regardless of the time of the day, of the place I was in, what was I wearing, what was I doing. Very often when I shoot these kind of videos, I just leave my camera somewhere and then I walk by, pass by, ride by, especially when I'm doing cycling videos, and I know that my camera is always gonna be there when I come back. I lost my phone, I think 3 times on the streets, and even the police called me and returned it back. There is cameras literally everywhere, so we're always being controlled. There is cameras literally everywhere, which a lot of people outside China complain about, but trust me, it's much better to be safe than sorry. Also, there's a lot of police everywhere, most of the time of course controlling the traffic, but their presence also gives you like peace of mind, because you know that if something was to happen, then you will most likely find police very nearby. It's just amazing knowing that you can hang out everywhere, anywhere, anytime. You're gonna be safe. Basically, those are problems from the past in China. And the best part of it is that since you don't worry on those problems anymore, you can focus on way more important things such as your mental health, your career growth, your aspirations, your hobbies, your dreams, anything that makes you happy, anything that you want to do, that you want to achieve, or whatever is important to you. I don't know. You should know. I hope you know. Anyway, and I really miss riding my bicycle at night. Safely. Okay, this one is sort of a double-edged sword, but I will still include it, which is constant growth and change. So since China is still developing at crazy speeds, so is the lifestyle, the market, and even the mentality of the people changing at the same pace. Trends happen and change every 6 months, I would say, and you're always forced to adapt to them. New policies are also adapted every year, and very often they change the way you approach your own life and your job, your activities, your aspirations. If you slack for a month or even a couple of weeks, like I like to do sometimes, then it's very hard to get back on track and feel relevant again, because you know that somebody's taking your place, somebody's doing more things than you're doing. The market is very competitive. You always have to stay relevant and to try to improve yourself to be out there. And at this stage of my life, I really do love all of these things, because I feel that life in China forces me to get better, to improve my skills, not only professionally but also mentally, spiritually. You have to be a better, stronger person to be able to deal and cope with the ever-changing lifestyle in China. Okay, and the last thing I really miss about China, and this is something very, very personal, more than China, I think is something about Shanghai, and it's the beauty of the city itself. There is many different districts and neighborhoods that have almost nothing in common with each other. You would have the beautiful French concession with all the tree-lined streets and the coffee shops and this cozy European-like atmosphere. You also have Huangpu with all the colonial architecture. Then you have Hongkou, one of the most vibrant and historical neighborhoods out there in Shanghai. But on the other hand, you have Pudong and Lujiazui, which is a very modern neighborhood in Shanghai with all the skyscrapers and probably modernity that you won't see in too many other cities in the whole world. There's also so much greenery everywhere and beautiful architecture. But still though, what all of these places have in common is their extreme beauty. There's always so many decorations, so many flowers, so many cute, interesting things that attract your eye. Even the elevated roads have decorations, and how can you make a huge concrete construction look beautiful? Well, just grow some plants on it or just put some flowers around it, and that's what happens in Shanghai. And don't even get me started with how beautiful the city looks at night. It just completely changes. It becomes so sophisticated, unparalleled beauty, I have to say. And at least for me, living in such a city is a constant source of inspiration. I get most of my inspiration for my videos from the city itself. That's why I love it so much. That's why I dedicated this whole channel to that particular city, which is Shanghai. Yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what do you think about it in the comment below. Don't forget to leave it a like if you did like it. And I guess I'll see you on the next one. 再会。